So it's Thursday, I guess, and that means it's time for another video. And I would have loved to make a great, fantastic video for you here today. If you can tell, I just got back from the gym, actually. It was my first time going to the gym in about 2 weeks. I haven't left my apartment in 10 days. And I wanted to show you today in this video what success really is. And I thought a good title for today's video, the current state I'm in and dealing with, we'll give it the name of This Is What Success Looks Like. Because, I've been really working hard and I want to show you what success really looks like. So take a moment, sit back and relax. I'll crank on some music and here we go. So this is what success looks like. And this is what success looks like. Also, how about one more? This is what success looks like. So in about a week and a half, I'm heading to Europe. I'm going to be there for 5 or 6 weeks. I'm going to the Greek Isles, hanging out with my girlfriend for 10 days, attending a seminar in London, hanging out in Zurich with friends, and going to Berlin and Helsinki as well. And it's going to be an awesome adventure. And if you look at that from the outside, you could say, Brad, you have a great lifestyle. You've reached a certain level of success. How did you do it? This is how I did it. And this is how I did it. It's sitting here in this goddamn apartment for literally days at a time. I was here last week. I got home from California on Sunday. I didn't even leave my place till Thursday. I got on the elevator and I felt like I was in a different world. I was such antisocial behavior that I didn't even know how to act, like what button to push to get down to the lobby. And then I go outside and see people and I'm freaking the fuck out. So there's two sides of everything there. There's the interior and there's the exterior. There's what goes into the result and then there's the finished result. And if I think what most people think success is, they're looking at just that outer structure. They're looking at, how do I get that? But they're not willing to put the time in. There's so many corollaries between pickup and business. When I was going out nonstop, it was either me taking that girl home or somebody else was gonna do it. And I made the decision that I was the one who was gonna work harder, go out more often, do more approaches, push my comfort zone to make it happen. And I'm doing the same thing in the business world. For me, what it comes down to is product quality, giving the best thing I can possibly give and putting it out there. And either I do that or somebody else does that. And that comes down to how much time you put into it. And I'm just the one who says, I'm gonna draw the line in the sand and I'm willing to work harder than the next person. While you were hanging out with your girlfriend, I was on the couch. While you were going for a little jog, I was on the couch. While you were watching Game of Thrones, I was on the couch. Not watching Game of Thrones, I was working. While you were meditating, I was on the couch. While you were getting a haircut, the last time I got a haircut, I need a goddamn haircut like this no damn tomorrow, I was on the couch. You need to realize there's a Darwinian aspect to life here. We are animals deep down, and it's survival of the fittest. Luckily, the way society is built today, it's not me versus you throwing rocks at each other or something like that. But if there's something you value in life, there's a reason for that. That means it's scarce. I'm not saying, I talk about how money is abundant, stuff like that. But if you look at, let's say you want a Ferrari, if everyone had a Ferrari, you wouldn't want it anymore. So the reason why those things have that high value to is because they're scarce. And either you're gonna get it or someone else is. And the way to get it is stepping up and fucking taking those stairs and getting on the couch, whatever you need to do that. Whenever there's a competitive nature, all it comes down to is who's gonna put in the most time, who's gonna put in the most effort. You need to be the one to say, I'm gonna put in more time. I'm gonna show up earlier. I'm gonna leave later. I'm gonna figure out a way to be more productive and to actually do the shit that I gotta do. And what does it all boil down to? It comes down to fear. You're afraid to either take on more responsibility. You're afraid, the fear of the unknown, of reaching that higher level. You're afraid of what's gonna happen when you get there and what you're gonna have to deal with, and if your friends are gonna disown you and your family's gonna disown you, and you don't know what else to do and what's gonna happen there. And that fear holds you back from reaching another level and upgrading your lifestyle. And what you need to do, I noticed recently I just pushed through a big sticking point, and every time that happens, I always step back and look at what fear was holding me back there. So the next time when I see it, I can break through that faster and break through it harder. I've always said that a sticking point, it's not hard to fix it once you find out what it is. It's just that you don't know what it is, so you can't fix it. And actually, I will change that up because I think you always know what that fear is. And as I say this right now, let me ask you this question. What is the biggest fear in your life? It was there. I know it was there. It was just unconscious and it was hidden beneath everything. And now you're rationalizing, you're saying, oh no, I thought about that, but that's really not something I can do right now. And that's not something to do with that. What is that fear again? Bring it back to the front. All right, it's there. That's your sticking point. That biggest thing that holds you back is that biggest fear. Yet that's going to be the biggest challenge for you because your personality, your identity, your ego knows that for you to step up and actually conquer that, your life is going to change. So one, it's the best thing you could possibly do. But on the other hand, it's the hardest thing to do because of the drastic change it'll have for your life. So if you want more out of life, if you want to do more, whether that be getting a more awesome girlfriend, make more money, have a more awesome career, move forward in your life, go to the gym, get those jacked muscles, it comes down to one simple thing. You think there's all these amazing, huge, like special epiphany sort of tips that you need to hit the next level. All it comes down to is hard motherfucking work. Not going to the club, not going out, not hanging out with friends, barely sleeping, not watching any movies, no Game of Thrones. All I was doing was sitting on that couch. And let me tell you, I was loving it the whole time. Just fucking do it.